Hi there! So today's video is part 2 of my Q&A journal with me videos. I still have quite a lot of questions to go through, so I hope that I can answer as much or more questions in this video. So we'll get on with it. The first one is from @pjournals. What are your favorite colors to work with when working on a spread? And definitely muted, warm colors. I actually don't think that I can work with bright colors as much as I used to. So right now it's definitely just beiges, whites, blacks, muted greens, that grayish green color. I don't know how to explain it, but I really love that color. And black and white, if I hadn't already said that. But yeah, to sum it all up, it's muted colors. But actually this spread that I'm making, it's actually powder blue in many ways, and I do really like powder blue recently. I've been using a lot of that color in my spreads, so that's something new that I've been trying out recently. So @Fidi Journal, again, if I am butchering these usernames, I'm very sorry, but I will be putting them up on the screen so that people could read them properly. They asked me what my dream job is, and actually ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to own a shop. So I'm very blessed to be able to do it now. So I own a shop and it's been fun. And other than that, it would be nice to own a flower shop or a cafe. But yeah, definitely selling something. And then @Linos Pujo asked, how did I find my own style? So I guess the only way I could say it properly is definitely mixing and matching things a lot. It's definitely the only way you'd find what works for you and what doesn't. So as long as you keep creating and creating, that's how you'll find a style that you think looks nice and what you like. And eventually, I did figure out that I did prefer smaller notebooks than bigger ones. I found out my preference when it came to layering stationery items. So definitely just keep creating and you'll figure out what works for you. So Jacqueline @01bujo asked me what my photocard collection process is like and who do I collect. So this question was asked way back in January, boy, have a lot of things changed. I'm an impulsive person, so if I decide to do something, I'm going to do it in a snap. But back then, the way I did was I collected 4 groups only, and imagine 4 groups becoming 8 groups or 8 people. But yeah, 4 groups, I would only collect 1 member as much as possible, but what I did was that I decided to complete Yeri's full album collection, even the keynotes, and then for 80s, it's used to be just Wooyoung, but I realized that I double biased Wooyoung and Hongjoong, and then I got bored, and then I decided to collect Jongho from 80s as well. And for TXT, it's been OT5. I've decided on OT5, and then for Twice, it's OT9 sets per era, 1 or 2. But then a proper answer to this question, see, I told you I like to ramble. The proper answer to this question would probably be just completing album cards. I don't really mind pre-order cards or my music taste cards, just definitely album cards. And I just don't want to make it a thing where I'd have to spend so much money on non-album stuff. It's just too much. But yeah, I just think that album cards are prettier than other merch. So @Bujo Child asked me what category of stationery do I use the most, and usually I like using memo pads and pieces of handmade paper, and definitely text stickers. But yeah, mostly memo pads because you can tear them, you can layer them, you could do so much things with memo pads, so very versatile. And then at 13.40b asked me what my top 3 K-pop albums of 2019 are. And they actually also asked me what my top 3 K-pop albums are of all time, but I don't think I can answer that because usually with favorites, it's very difficult for me to pick. But for the 2019 albums, I'll be very biased because I'm very biased. It would probably, number 1 would probably be EP Film from 80s. All the songs are super good. And then I'll just say that the Revue Festival finale and the Team Chapter Magic in no particular order. So yeah, of course I would answer albums that are from my top 3 groups. I also really did like Feel Special, that album. Everything was amazing. And then they asked me what my favorite Yeri photo card was as well. And I'm just gonna put it up on the screen. I think that her Summer Magic cards and her finale cards are very pretty. So it's just any of these. Actually, finale was so precious because pink-haired Yeri, super pretty. And then at Simply Lulu asked what my dream life would look like. Actually, if it were possible and if money was not like a problem or like anything, I definitely would love to just travel around. I think that if you're traveling, you could just explore, see a lot of different cultures, and you definitely don't have to worry about being known. It's like you're a stranger lost in a sea of unfamiliar faces, and you can just, I don't know, you don't have to worry about anything when you travel, except of course eating and your pocket money. But yeah, I think that's something I very much like, but I don't think I will be traveling anytime soon because of Miss Rona. But I think I'll stop answering questions here because I'm running out of time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and for being with me today. I hope to see you again next time.